Well, hello, and welcome to Stop, Let's Team Up. I'm Ross Aiken. I'm joined by Kirby, and folks, we're planning on doing a special Christmas episode where we're going to do a commentary. We're going to sit and watch the recent Superman movie together and do a comedy, and hope you come and join us, watch along, and just, have some fun, talking about a movie. But we're going to do a test drive today, and we're going to do a Brave and the Bold episode. It is the Golden Age of Justice. It's episode 5 of season 2. There was a little miscommunication because there are 2 great Justice Society episodes in this series. So Kirby watched this one, and I watched Crisis on 10,000 feet or whatever it was. It has a really silly name.
Yeah, 22,300 feet, because that's the orbit of Justice League satellite. And
so it's the
gosh,
exact
I'm a
number from the
nerd.
Bronze Age, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that was going to be too many characters, and that's why I thought you meant this episode.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, but I'm a big fan of Brave and the Bold. Kirby, you are too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This show was coming out, or like right as I was starting college, so I kind of had to sneak around and watch it a little bit because you're not cool if you're watching this in the dorm.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, nerddom is not always cool. I'm very happy it has become chic, but not until I was an old man. So, and I was lucky I didn't give a shit, but I did. I mean, they were always like, "You're the geeky person." It's like I'm here to study theater. What the fuck? So, but I do like it. I thought when I heard about it first is a comedy. Really, I love Brave and the Bold. Are they going to fuck it up? Are they going to mess up Batman? I mean, and this is like post Bruce Timm.
Yep.
Because the Adventures of Batman and what Tim did with that and Superman and Justice League, pretty impressive. And I would think, yeah, and I think a lot of superhero cartoons either like it for nostalgic reasons, but can't watch more than like a 55-minute short filmation Superman or Batman Lone Ranger because they're so simple. And Super Friends. Super Friends is really not for anyone but except 6 to 12-year-olds. It's overly simplistic, and it's like the Ralph Bakshi Spider-Man, the one where the song comes from. I watched that every day as a kid and loved it. And I bought the DVD when it came out and watched one and went, "This is absolute garbage." It's just shit in, shit out, but it's very cheap, done very quickly, done here. It's just a mess. And some of the Batman cartoons other than Tim's I like the one that was on Amazon that's set in the 20s. And
oh yeah, that's a good one.
That's really good. But it's only about of the DVD movies that, because they're now different people doing different things, like the Tomorrowverse, which I liked overall. I mean, it's clunky at times.
Yep.
I think I like the Crisis. Is if I was watching that as a serial, like 30-minute serial over a short time, it might be more interesting, but it's a lot. And the third one's, there's a lot going on and you're like, I'm confused.
And man, that animation budget got slashed.
Yeah, it's so much different than the the one that's the alternate reality, the Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman one.
Yeah.
And I like the Legion, the Supergirl and Legion one.
I think too.
I do too. It's very true to Legion.
Yep.
But I only like about a third of them, and so I don't watch them, and I'm surprised. Like that origin of the John Stewart Green Arrow one that's part of the Tomorrowverse. That thing's fucking amazing.
Packed.
It is. And it's so well written and doesn't hold anything back. Gets the characters spot on. So, I'm always surprised. It's in the Super Sons cartoon, which I was like, watch it. I'll watch this. I was bored and I absolutely loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And that made me want to read Tomasi's Superman and his Batman, and I need to get into it. But back to Brave and the Bold. I thought it'd be silly. I think it was stupid. I thought it'd be too kiddyish. Like, I don't like I'm a big Teen Titans fan, and I don't watch Teen Titans Go because it's not written for, me. It's a kid's cartoon, and it's a really good one. My goddaughter loved it, and I think kids get it. But I can't. There's no nostalgia to it, and it's so different than the comic book in a good way. because you're never going to get it right. This is very different than any DC universe you've seen.
Yeah, it because I guess for me it's like I similarly thought not that I was necessarily too old for cartoons, but I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm in college, da da da. But I'm like, oh, they're using Jaime Reyes as one of the big recurring guest characters, so that kind of got my interest. And again, sneaking around watching it, it's like, oh, oh wow, they really are doing some deep cuts. Season
Mhm.
three, especially with this show, it's like you're doing jokes for like six people in the audience, and that's it.
Yeah, there's some good ones though. I do like the third season. I do
Oh
like
yeah,
and I like the finale is Batmite versus Ambush Bug. It's fucking a brilliant idea. But
that
I
has
liked them. First thing I liked about it is that before the titles start, you get a little mini adventure with Batman and somebody,
yep.
and then you get the main story. Um,
Which is an
and
excellent way to kind of like do a test dive of like, hey, how do we feel about this character? Could he sustain
Yeah,
this
because
whole
there
episode?
are some obscure fucking people that are in the show that
Yep,
it's like you're doing this because it's kitsch. This is very Silver Age and very early Bronze Age.
yep.
It's a love letter to Dick Sprang in a lot of ways.
Hmm.
Especially with the Joker, the way the Joker looks.
Oh, that's Dick. They just took Dick Sprang and animated it.
Yeah, and I don't have a problem with that because that's the kind of Batman I love. Silver Age DC. I like. Well, I don't know. You rephrase that. I like Batman and Superman Silver Age. I don't know enough about Wonder Woman to like it or not. And
I've just kind of gotten you into Flash Silver Age a little more.
well, it was. I find from. I was very little when those issues are coming out,
Right.
but he was such a kind of a stick in the mud. And that's not like I was a nerdy little kid who couldn't fight, but I didn't want the nerd. I didn't want to look at the nerdy guy. I wanted someone like Ollie, you know, which it makes sense that I grew up to be a crank. Um, so but I like the character. They decide to make their own characterizations in this.
They do.
The amazing Diedrich Bader.
One of my top three Batmen of all
I
time, and I'm
do.
not.
I agree. And they had him do a serious one. They
Yeah.
used him on an adventure one. He went to the same high school as my buddy Ken,
Oh,
T.C. Williams in Alexandria.
I know right where that. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, he's a Northern Virginia boy.
I always
Uh,
forget that, and that's just kind of cool.
I like him a great deal. I think he's very funny. He really has that good baritone. And
I,
whenever he says "fists of justice," it's so fucking funny.
I and I first met him after school, and I am watching the Drew Carey show. So it's like he went from dummy number two to this, and it's like like you said, good baritone, and he strikes that right balance of Adam West and Kevin Conroy. He's like a good blend of the two, and
Yeah.
and
Does he
those
come
are
to? Does he
those are.
say? Does he refer to Robin as chum?
Oh, he does. He definitely
Okay,
does.
I was listening to a Superman radio play from the mid 40s. I guess it was like it ran the Superman radio show ran from like 1942 to 1955, 56. So there's somebody has him on, and there's the one where he teams up with Batman and he teams up with Robin actually, and to find Batman has disappeared, and then all of a sudden Batman's speaking. He's a white supremacist. It's
He
really fucked up. It's very timely. So I listened to the whole thing. It was really cool because it's like saying all these un-American things, like um, you're not worried about the starving kids in Europe because it's right after the war. No,
hmm
you're selfish. Why can't we be selfish? So there's a whole continent that needs our help. We should do it. We're good. We're Americans, and we're about it. We're about being open and helpful. And it's like, damn, man. They made some comments of like one. Someone was making a speech and said it was a radio announcer. It was a radio announcer who said he's given like a disclaimer at the top of it said that, or going, why we're making this movie about, like they had to explain why they were calling people out or something. Probably someone bitched, so they put this in.
right.
And that he's like, yes, that, people who are, it's un-American to talk badly about our former enemies in Europe and to be only for America and not for the world and not for the starving of the world. And, so civil rights here in this country, they're not because there's a black character and something happens to him or something, and they go, but we're doing much better with civil rights. There are some certain minority groups that, think we haven't gone fast enough, but we've done a lot. That was like, wow, this is so fucked up. But it worked as Batman. He called him chum, and Superman called him chum. What are you doing, chum? Like,
that's that. Yeah,
yeah.
that's
I did but I'm enjoy that. What I like about the Brave and the Bold, that it is fun. I found that radio very fun. Radio play very fun. You just to hear that people listen to it every day as kids before television. And mom probably shoot him out of the house. Get out of the house, you get some sunlight, you cretin. I'm gonna get out. My mom was she didn't want anybody in the house. Just go. I don't care. Sun's out. Go. But these are a lot of fun. It is a love letter to the Silver Age.
um just DC as a whole, because
Yeah.
like even this episode will do some deep cuts here.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm going to go into it blind, folks, because we didn't discover that we weren't talking about the same episode until like we were fiddling around, make sure we could do this. So I'm excited about it. I'm a big fan of Untitled Star Trek. If you're a Star Trek fan, listen, and you're very familiar with the episodes, listen to Untitled Star Trek. It is a great commentary show. And if I don't need, I've watched so much Star Trek that I don't really need any prompting to which one it is. But I have new names for some of the really bad ones, like Fake Africa in Space from season 1 of Next Gen.
Oh,
Oh,
whoa.
it's so racist that it's mind-boggling that it got past but the costume design part. But they just did the Naked Now, which was the
Oh,
remake of
jeez.
the Naked Then or whatever it was, Naked Time.
Ugh.
And it's very cheesy. But Nathan Bottomley and Joe Ford, they're very good at it, and I would hope we're 50% how good they are at doing it. So, folks, we're gonna do a little countdown. Let's make sure we're both set at the same thing.
I'm at 1 second.
All right, hold on a second.
We got Bugs Bunny leaning against the Warner Brothers logo with a carrot in hand.
All right, see, mine was like a little bit ahead of that. All right, we're about a second apart, and I don't think don't think I'm gonna fucking get it that close.
No,
Okay?
no.
All right, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. I love hearing that. I can't hear it now, folks, because we've muted it. But
just
the
it's
classic,
just Warner Brothers, music. Love it. I guess we're starting out here with an Agatha Christie novel, but
yeah, with Detective Chimp.
yes, voiced by D. Bradley Baker, who is the successor to Frank Welker. When it comes to like insanely good animal noises, like how these guys have done these things with their voices is beyond me.
Yeah, when I first saw this, please let it be like the Dark Justice League, the Shadow Pack Detective Chimp, but he's just the very Carmine, and he's drawn very Carmine in this.
I was gonna say, you told me about like that Detective Chimp collection. I'm assuming it's all this pretty much, where it's a bunch of
it's really different than it's. I want to. So was it the Willingham that made Detective Chimp like that?
Yeah, I think that's the one that solidified it definitely for the 21st century. Because like, any other reference to kind of doesn't go back past that. Because he's he's always gonna be smoking, wearing the trench coat, all that. But no, he's here in the deerstalker hat.
And no clothes, and he just eats at them, and they all confess to things. It's great.
Okay, so here we got False Face. Is this an actual like Silver Age Batman villain that I'm just
no,
it's not really. Okay.
Oh, False Face was Maurice Evans on Batman, the Adam West.
Oh,
they couldn't use Two-Face.
Right.
So they had to use False Face. So isn't that Bill Shatner played him in one?
Oh yeah, Bill Shatner played him in like an animated thing where they got Shatner and it was also Adam West and Burt Ward back. It was actually really kind of good.
Did he play False Face or did he play Two-Face?
He played flat out Two-Face. And
all right.
Oh, I loved it. I want to know like the animation team that had to design this opening theme. Just all of the names spread out like this.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh no, I love it. I love the team. I actually use it when I post anything Batman team up or team up on Instagram as a music track.
Yeah.
I do love
Uh
it. It is classic. It really, I love the logo. It's very 19 Batman 66.
yeah.
I love the title cards. I really love the title cards. Oh yeah. This is great because now we're in the JSA, so they're doing something in black and white, like we're watching an old newsreel,
Yep.
and
Yep.
we see per Degaton.
So they are using the Spear of Destiny, but they definitely sidestep the religious connotations of that, which is definitely the right call for this cartoon.
Oh yeah. Just let's don't pick up a religion, and then you get to see the lineup. Oh man, they picked good ones. They picked
They
really like except for because Wildcat wasn't in a lot of All Star, but this is pretty much most of the back end of the original All Star, the ones that were left because except Hour Man too. What am I thinking? Never he left and never came back.
Yeah,
Um,
Alan Scott to me is the only real omission in it. That's it's weird for me to see Jay without Alan, just in
yeah,
general with the Justice Society.
that where
And
did that just from us growing up when we did, especially you when your
oh
early
god,
ones were the John's run, which is
yeah,
and it's like the Superman World of War. I love that because it's got there's a big thing with Hippolyta and her three best friends, Wildcat, Alan, and Jay, and that whole Hippolyta being, and they treat her with reverence.
but
Um,
better than the actual All Star Comics did with Air Wonder Woman, which I'm reading
yeah,
right
I
now.
mean, I want to give them a little. Wonder Woman was a little above her time in her own book, you
Sure.
know, but yeah, Wortham took it as pornographic. It was not. It was titillating,
Yeah.
but
Uh,
Malton was a little weird motherfucker. So, but I like this. I like the ones they picked. It makes sense. Um, so this is E. Emery.
oh yeah, Sergeant Hartman, and
Mhm.
I think Wildcat is the one who appears the most out of all of these, which I think kind of fits given how often Wildcat appeared in like those old Brave and the Bold.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a huge Brave and the Bold one, man. And Jim Aparo drew him fucking awesome.
Well, Jim Aparo drew him. Period.
Yeah. It was like, well, I mean, yeah, I'd
Yeah,
have to look at what his. See, it's the thing with Golden Age is it's some is great, some is good, and some is
awful.
shitty. It's awful,
Um,
and but like I'm not a big fan of the artist of Doctor Midnight in All Star Comics. He's not very
no,
good, and he also does Star Spangled Kid.
geez, I cannot. Before I forget, one thing I really liked is that in the newsreel they had the gold open claw or open beak mouth on the Hawkman mask, and now it's the like this 1970s version in the present day. And as they're training, we got Batman in the OG cost, like that original Bill Finger purple gloves, and I don't think it's ever looked so good. Like
Yeah, it is. It does. They really get it. I
they do.
mean, there's a what I'm noticing watching a few of these yesterday and watching that other one over and over again, that the quality of the animation is very good. It's better than a lot.
Oh
Um,
God,
yeah,
it's
I
better.
mean, they
Go ahead.
treated it with they. I think because I think they knew what they had.
Yep.
I really
Uh,
think they knew what they had, and I think they were. Bruce Timm may not help, but they run by stuff by him and going, "What would he say?" Get input. Because this is a big decision to greenlight one of these things.
yep. You cannot just like willy nilly this at all. And Grey Delisle as Black Canary is just a perfect casting. It's sexy, it's strong, all in one, and you believe head over heels
Yeah,
for.
yeah.
Oh, Hawkman also voiced by the greatest American hero, William Cat.
Is it William Cat? I see. I haven't.
Yeah, I looked that up yesterday. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. There's some people I don't know that are probably just voice actors
Uh,
only.
yeah,
If
D.
I
Bradley Baker, Corey Burden, Tress
Yeah.
McNeil. Yeah, there's a bunch of like again, grade A, best of the best voice actors in this show.
Oh man, I would like to know who the voice casting person is because that's
It
a
was
big
Andrea Romano, and I think this who
one of
did
her
all
last
of
ones.
it was one of her last ones, and she was bringing her A game to the end, and yeah, kind of DC voice animation casting has not been the same since. Like there've been some good ones, but
Yeah,
nothing to
I
what
think
she
they try
brought.
things and some are good. I like the idea of making Jason Eccles Superman. Tim Daly's a great Superman. He's a really good Superman.
Yeah, George Newbern was great
Yeah,
too, and yeah,
yeah,
like we got Clancy Brown here as Per Degaton, and he's not doing exactly Lex Luthor voice, but because he gives it a slight accent.
yeah. But, but it's weird when I see him do his SpongeBob stuff. It's like what, and he loves doing it. He does, man. I see clips of it at but he's such a such a good voice actor.
I
Him and
know.
like he's just so good at what he does.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
but um, but I like they use per degaton.
yeah.
It makes sense, and it's just as complicated as a Golden Age one.
Yeah. Oh, gee. The only thing they don't get into this episode is the him going being a test tube lab assistant or wherever the heck it was they always banished him to.
Yeah, there was always something about TV with a scientist and a comic book. It was always Bunsen burners and test tubes. I'm gonna grade the most. You're describing something that sounds like an electronic device. Why are you boiling shit?
I know.
Are you just making some psilocybin? Some little happy juice, and that's why you do it because and they're always it's oh God, when me and Brent were talking about that the and you the secret files that where two people are telling their story. Jack and Jack is talking to his tattoo artist, and his dad's talking to Jane, and it's why does an astronomer have test tubes and shit on his desk? He's a
In comic
maybe
books, one
yeah.
scientist can do everything.
Yeah,
Hank Pym is an entomologist and somehow built Ultron.
yeah, see, that's the weird. That's very thing of marble is like there. Everybody has like, every doctor has everything.
Yep.
And it's hysterical. Oh, I love this rockets. I
Yeah.
love this. I love this Turk. I love Degaton. Man, he really looks good.
Yeah. The only other character that I think they could have used for this episode instead of him would have been Savage. But it's like, no, Degaton's perfect. He gets
So yeah,
exactly.
but they use Savage just to use Savage for themselves because he's still around.
Yeah.
That he is in the he's the commissioner of police in Batman right now in the comic book.
Oh, you've told me about that, and man, that does not make me want to read it. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's okay. It's okay. I'm not reading a lot of. I mean, I jump into some stuff. I'm reading more prior to Rebirth on,
Right.
which I'm enjoying. But yeah, there was a big event, and I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it. They've done dumber things, so it is a DC comic. I love it. Okay.
I was gonna ask, how do you feel about like them being overly protective of Black Canary in this? Because like they do explain it, it's clearly building to that. But how do you think it comes across kind of before?
I mean, I think it's intentional, but that show you that these guys are mansplaining to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're from the 40s,
Yeah. And I'm glad it's like the cartoon wastes no time of like, how are these guys from the 40s still alive in like 2010? Don't worry about it. In
Yeah.
this universe, there was also clearly a Ragnarok or something like that going on.
Yeah. Well, I like that he feels hurt. And I
Yeah.
also like when he was in Silhouette, he's drawn to look like his golden age artist.
Oh, what? Yep. Like the only thing for modern that they took to him was the boxing tape around the
Yeah. He
hands.
leans over like he's hunched, like he's
Yep.
charging in to fight all the time. That artist did that a lot. That was their go-to. Everybody had spina bifida. Uh, it's
Uh, I, no. Again, this episode has a lot of flashbacks, but it never slows the story down at all.
they get a lot. There's a God, I love that costume. He's back in the original one.
Looks so good. And again, like there was that 0 hour storyline in Batman. Didn't look as good here.
Wow.
Looks and throughout the show, like they will do subtle changes to the costume whenever they do flashbacks. Like there's a Justice League where it's like halfway. between this and the more Dick Sprang look, and all good.
Okay.
Hey, a little Iron Heights. Okay, so we got a little, what is that, Flash prison?
Yeah, that's a good one.
So, uh, and again, I guess this is a little grass is always greener on the other side. So,
Yeah.
you know, different memories on all that. And I just love, like, no matter how much you can do to try and impress your parents, it's still never enough. And Jay easily looking the youngest out of all of the Justice Society there.
Yeah. Rex looks rough.
Oh yeah. Well, the man's been popping pills for 70 years. What do you want?
God. So I was flipping through on eBay, and there's this place that makes enamel pins of characters.
Uh-huh.
You've probably seen them. And they have one of Rick Tyler in his Infinity Ink Hour Man costume, that purple and blue
Oh, oh
monstrosity.
God, that
It's a turd. It's a floater. It's
it
terrible. It's a terrible costume.
man.
I do like the one he ended up getting.
Yeah, no, the one he has like where I first met him in like the 90s and whatnot, that's a really good costume.
Yeah.
And
Actually, what's a good costume is the one they randomly made up for the DC, the Justice League and Justice League Unlimited toy line.
oh,
That odd hour man.
yep.
I had to buy a belt. I had to buy a lot. The only way to get that, I had to buy a lot of like 8 of them, and someone didn't know what they had because that was kind of hard to get.
So
Uh,
they did a bunch of like these 12-inch like figures for the JLU line.
yeah, and he's one of them.
Yeah, he's one of them. It's like this dude never had a single line. What
No,
the
no,
heck?
I want one. I would love
I,
that be the only one I had.
I've got the Martian Manhunter one up in my living room here.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so now we get the explanation, and with Black Canary, and clearly not Arlie Ermy voicing younger Ted here,
No, and
because
I think that's another name. I looked it up. They had 2 names. I thought it was because he had died and they replaced him, but he probably this probably they're playing the younger one.
yeah, no, Arlie Ermy lived another 6, 8 years after this, and
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna say them getting this dead body on this show, or nearly dead body, that good for them for being able to pull that off, because they don't mix it. She died, and maybe I'm forgetting my JSA history. Discounting when it's like, oh, it's the daughter and the mother's body. Did they kill Diane, the original Black Canary, off at some point? I don't even remember.
And it's it's in the JLA JSA story with Supergirl.
Okay.
The first one, not the one at the very end, but there's the one where you find out no, the one that came over to Earth One wasn't the original. You've always been her daughter. She's in a, you know, in a container somewhere or something.
Oh, that's hey, the Batman the Animated Series promo logo in the background.
Is it? Oh, is that him telling her? Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I really like this. I like how they do Nazis.
Yeah, oh, like yeah, just the clear stormtrooper in all senses of the word outfits.
Yeah, and this is right out of the 40s. Him just what the his second appearance, his first appearance, where he gives Genghis Khan tanks.
Jeez. I don't know if I've ever actually read that. I might have
You're
read
not. I
a
think
word
what issue you up to?
like 19 or 20 or something like that. So
It's a
I'm a ways away from like
yeah,
any of the good stuff.
yeah,
We were talking before recording. It's like I'm at the point where it's just everyone is just using their fists and there's no real cool powers or anything like that. It's just
yeah, yeah. It's rough. I'm glad I have them all. Maybe I'll do a read through one day. But those old ones are hard, man. And it's like I'm not reading 6 of them in a sitting because they
you
64
can't.
pages.
You I am glad that they did not go with a Dark Knight Returns older Batman. They went for a Batman who's definitely gone to seed here. Just the pot
Mm.
belly, the weak knees. Uh,
Look at him.
Somehow he lost all of his teeth while he aged.
Yeah. And then when they age him back, does he need to go get a plate?
I would. You gotta imagine that if you were to a realistic joke would be have every superhero just has fake teeth.
Yeah.
Uh,
From getting punched all the time.
oh gosh. Degaton making them somehow even older. Uh,
Look at them. They all got pot bellies.
yeah. Doc Midnight. Did they do a blackout bomb? I don't think they do in this episode with Doc Midnight, but that would have been a nice little bit.
Yeah.
Uh, what was it? 1 minute to 1 hour of power reduced to 1 second. Yep.
Oh
Uh,
man, I love Rex.
love it. I do like that they do like he's wearing a black mask and has the yellow hood over it because I've seen so many artists interpret that original look a bunch of different ways, and I
I
think
hadn't
that's
even thought about it. I thought, I guess
because
it is a hood, and he's got a black mask.
yeah, some artists I've seen it do where it's a full yellow hood, like and he has like eye holes in the hood, but I wait for it the black mask with a yellow hood over it.
Yeah,
It makes slightly more sense, you know. Uh,
look at him. I turned away one moment, and you're 80 years old and buried in robots.
uh,
Oh, I love it. I love you, Emmerich. What's his name?
Arlie Ermy.
Arlie Ermy. I liked him, and I liked him in that movie where he had to tongue kiss Steven Zahn.
Oh God,
Was saving something? Is it saving Sarah Silverman or
that
something?
sounds right. He was also good in season seven, playing a very un Arlie Ermy role, and of course, I definitely know him best from watching. My dad showed me Full Metal Jacket at way too young of an age, and he only took the tape out after Private Pile blew his head off. So I only thought that movie was 45 minutes for the longest time.
Oh, wait a
How
minute. I shouldn't have showed my kid that. Oops.
I
Uh,
turned out
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
My
Shit, I
no,
did.
she showed it when my 4-year-old brother was in the room. He that probably doesn't like me telling that story, but I think it explains a lot.
Yeah, yeah. My dad and my brother both. He's like, yeah, thank you, thanks, Dad. You think I'm old enough for this, but I'm, this. Yeah, my dad was good. He took me to see Popeye. I don't know. He hated that. Sitting through that. I enjoyed it as a kid. I enjoyed it when I watched it the day. That's what I did the day after he passed. Was watch Blazing Saddles and Popeye.
Uh,
That's the only thing I think of. Um.
oh,
uh,
last night I watched one of those awful Popeye horror movies.
oh God, no!
It
How
was
terrible.
awful.
I
Like
bet.
Sweet Pea was the final girl. That
Oh my
that
God.
I'm like, oh, bullocks to this movie. But back to the show. I do like that we have a slightly, de-aged Justice Society kicking butt one last time.
Yeah, and they all get something to do.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
love that Black Canary is kind of the one that she takes on Decay. What do you need?
Uh,
You need a chair.
um,
Oh,
yeah,
sorry, folks. My wife's
yeah,
interrupting.
I need the verification.
So she needed a verification code. So I'm digging this Degaton, and I really like that Black Canary. We get to see, you
her
know,
really unleash the canary cry here in a little bit. Yeah,
yeah.
it's
I love the
with
design that they make the original costume look less sketchy,
yep.
because she has some sketchy ones later too.
So apparently there was almost a spin-off of this show featuring the JLI, and I would have loved if they brought her on, but somehow made that 80 awful 80s costume really work. That I think that even for an episode that would have been a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Uh, I'll be honest, I've never fully understood how the canary cry is supposed to work. Is it like just rupturing your eardrums? What is it?
yeah. Is it like being, when the Hulk slaps his hands together and the concussive blast?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't think she could pinpoint it. Maybe.
yeah, I gotta imagine most of the time it's like a shotgun.
Yeah, it's really just scatter. It's like Scarlet Witch early on, where it goes, they said it's not magic. She just changed she's changing the probabilities. Yeah, but she's not picking what probability happens. She just throws it, and then all the most likely things that happen, the least most likely things happen. So I think with her is it just I'm gonna knock a bunch of people, knock the wind out of them, and then I'm gonna go karate chop them.
Yeah. I sure hope Iron. Oh my God. It's you better get used to these bars, kid. Uh just a nice little yeah. Uh I cannot imagine how hard it was for them to try and draw that Screaming Hawkman logo because that does not lend itself to animation at all.
Yeah. I think his design's okay. I don't like the helmet as much.
No, I'm not. I
Yeah.
no, but over, I really enjoyed that episode. I think it was a really good and a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
It is fun. They're all fun, man. It's like, and you get that weird mix. Let's like, do they still call him Buana Beast in this, or did they
Yeah,
start
they still
calling?
call him Blonde Beast, and this show has the coolest Blonde Beast will ever be.
Yeah,
Period.
he was in the Crisis 3-part show, and they called him Freedom Beast.
Ah, okay.
I
Yeah,
don't know why. I don't know
well,
what Buana meant.
yeah, I didn't look that up until it's like, oh, okay, it's that's kind of bad.
I don't. What is it? I just knew it was
It's
bad.
like some weird col colonizer sort of term.
Or natives, or
Yeah,
yeah, or it's what they call the master. It's like massa
yeah,
or something like that.
it's something to that effect. Here, folks, I'm gonna look this up just to not leave us on a cliffhanger. As okay, so I just typed Buana and Buana Beast. This is the first thing that shows up.
Jesus Christ, that's really? That's because
Yeah,
it's on your phone. It's like he's a comic nerd. The comic one. It's like
that
when I go to search something on Amazon Prime and it like I only put in 3 letters and the exact thing I was looking for pops up to the top. It's like that's fucking creepy.
Buana is a Swahili word meaning master or sir. So,
So he's the master beast?
yeah,
Ah, that's fucked up. But
yeah,
funny. I'm gonna
yeah.
change my name to Freedom because all the boys make masturbation jokes by calling me Master Beats. Mom,
Uh,
why am I dressed like this?
uh,
This is cultural appropriation in the worst form.
in the worst possible way. So honestly, I think us doing the commentary was a success.
I think we did a good job, folks. I hope it. We only had one interruption by my wife. Um, but we're going to be back at Christmas and we're going to cover the Superman 2025. I think that's what we're calling it to differentiate it. My brother liked it. I'm going to say I'm surprised. My brother's a pain in the ass when it comes to that sometimes. He'll go, that's like any of the stuff in the MCU movies. Oh, that's not what happened. It's like, Jesus Christ, Huey, that comic was written 40, 50 years ago. Get the fuck over it. It's, it's a different interpretation. But he said it was the best superhero movie, period, since the first Reeves one. And I'm like, wow.
We we
That
might
really
have to.
surprised me because he's able to get off of my lawn. But I think I'm not surprised because it's very true to the spirit of Superman.
Yep.
That he is not. It's like when people say Captain America is this jingoistic character. No,
No.
he's really fighting the man most of the fucking time, or having to explain for him. Wait a minute, I didn't know it was this bad, dude. It's about the 10th time you've had to file some plot trying to take over the country, man. I think you'd be more paranoid.
Uh,
I'm rereading that stuff right now too, so it's like I'm rereading the Englehart volume because I read it as its own, and then I started my read through of Cap, and I'm up to that, and I'm really enjoying it even more the second time. Some of these I only read the first time on this one, and I'm also getting very close to Jack's run, and I'm a little nervous.
oh boy, that's either going to be that's. Just assume that's
It's
on a
about
separate Earth or something because it's
I
got to
don't
be
know. My
bonkers.
thing with this is I've discovered I like his 70s stuff a lot, like
Yeah.
Manhunter and other things he did. So I'm looking forward to it. So we'll be back with that, folks. Okay, so I'm gonna it's time for recommendations. I'm gonna recommend, I said the name already. If you like Star Trek and you want to have a good time, listen to Nathan Bottomley and Joe Ford on the Untitled Star Trek Project. They randomly pick an episode of Star Trek to watch from all its iterations, and then they sit and watch it and have the commentary. I know Star Trek so well, I don't even need to have it. I'm not watching along. I know what the fuck they're talking about, and I agree with 99% of what they say, and they're funny, and it's a lot of fun. So check it out. What do you got to recommend, Kirby?
I'll keep it in the same line. I'm going to recommend the movie film podcast with Zaki Hassan and Brian Hall. Every other episode is a movie film commentary, and again, same thing, where they're very interesting and informative. They actually had this when they did Crimson Tide. They had the exact same thought I did with the Silver Surfer scene, where it's like, okay, Jack Kirby versus Mobius. That's not a conversation. If they said Jack Kirby versus John Buscema, now we're having an actual conversation. And I laughed so hard, I kind of caused a disruption in the office when I heard that.
Oh
uh,
man, geez, this great. Thanks. That's a good. I'm gonna have to check them out. I'm
yeah,
gonna have to check them out.
Yep, they're really good. Yeah, I'll forward you over a link to their show. They just released an episode on the original Running Man, which I'm a big fan of, and I
I
can't wait to
watched
listen
that
to.
randomly like 3 months ago. I was flipping or 4 months ago. God, it was when I was down with my foot. And I
Right,
was watching a lot on YouTube, and I went to YouTube Movies free with ads, and I went, "Oh, Running Man!" I watched it. It holds up.
it does. It
It
really
does.
does. I
Richard
am
Dawson
interested.
is fucking great in it.
Oh God, well, my guess is that's a barely thinly veiled Richard Dawson. It's like they got just notes from everyone whoever worked with him on Family Feud. It's like,
Well, it's
what's the
whatever.
shit he said?
Oh no, that's what made Family Feud is the double entendres he'd fling about. Always did like him. I like him in that movie. I like to see
Uh,
someone who you see as one character all their life and then see him as something. And he got it. I'm really looking forward to Edgar
it
Wright's take on it. I'm seeing
which
it's
just
getting
came.
bad reviews. I mean, whatever.
Uh,
Shut the fuck up. It's Running Man. It's Running Man that made now with more tech. And
oh,
Josh
I,
Brolin looks fucking amazing in it.
I just forgot. Actually, Brave and the Bold. We should mention this at the top of the show. Actually, debuted, had its first episode back in 2009, on November 14th, the day before we recorded this. So
Oh
we
wow.
totally knew we were doing this.
That's it. It's I was looking at the one I watched. It was my birthday. It premiered on my birthday in 2011.
Nice.
So I like that. So, but folks, watch out if you're not never watched Brave and the Bold cartoon or thought it would be too silly and you wouldn't like it. If you like DC characters, they go the wide spectrum. They get everybody. Everybody has some fun. They have characters from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and and every once in a while they'll a, um, uh, they'll bring in Batmite, and you get he gets to show you different Batmans all over the universe, all over time and space, and it's great because you get to see a Frank Miller Batman, you get to see a Dick Sprang Batman, you get to see a Neil, you get to see them all, and the animators just kind of go with it because they have our house style in this, and it's a good house style.
Oh, it's so clean,
And I
and
was wondering if they made toys for this line, but not many.
not many. And it's like, oh, they easily could have. And it's one of those. Do I go and try and find some? Because I could use the Blue Beetle from this.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I definitely would like the Flash or the Hour Man from it.
Yep.
Um, folks, but check out the other one because they've got a great Mr. Terrific appears, Starman appears. So we'll probably do that one too. Since we
Well,
found out we had some fun doing this, we'll do another one at some point. We'll cover that.
yeah, no, because this is a good, easy way for us to fill out some episodes.
Yes, yes. And they're fun. And they're only, especially if it's only like a 30-minute one. Because I wouldn't mind doing the Superman, the Steve Reeves ones down the road. Because I was thinking about, the first one, the second one, and then do watch the Donner one, where
Ooh,
they do more his edit to do a compare and contrast. Because I would really be interested to hear your take on that because I was a kid.
right.
And then
Uh, if we just did, let's do 2025, then let's do the first Donner, because I like that movie, but it's not the cultural touchstone of Superman for me that it is for your generation.
yeah, I mean, for me, I prefer two
Okay.
because I don't like the fucking ending to one. I really, even as a kid, I went,
That makes no
you're
sense.
spinning the planet backwards doesn't fucking alter time. And my brother's like, really? It's like, yeah, it really annoys the shit out of me. It's, I think it goes to the big thing. The big endings kind of bug me. Don't, you know, just have him save the fucking girl. It's not
Yep.
that fucking hard. Just stop the earthquake. But stop the
Well,
earthquake, then make the planet spin backwards. It would blow up, and you'd be like, "Oops."
yeah.
So
Let we'll save that for when we do that movie.
when that one, I can bitch about. I can make fun of that ending all the time, all day long.
Uh,
All right, folks. As always, thanks for watching. And be safe, be smart. Please be kind to one another, and watch and Brave and the Bold. Well, hello, and welcome to
Stop.
Okay.
Let's team up.
Yeah, no, I thought it was in Opal City for a second, so that's why I paused. All right.